Yeah. That's crazy.
It's your boy Kyle the Kid and Megan the Boy. And finally, I can get to the introduction. Welcome to Vibe with Your Boys podcast. It's a new feeling. It's a new feeling with Vibe with Your Boys. You know, now we vibing with us, vibing with your girl. It's Kyle the Kid, Megan the Boy, and Abby.
Hello. Yo.
Happy New Year, Abby. What's going on? What's happening?
You know, chilling. Came here to work with y'all. I'm so happy to be here.
For sure. If you're watching, hopefully your year has started off right. Abby will be joining us this year as our co-host. I'm excited for that. I know she'll do great, and happy to have you aboard.
Yeah, so, I'm happy to be here. I feel like y'all need some a woman's voice on here, you know?
I mean, I don't say we needed a woman's voice, but we needed Abby's voice.
You know what? I like that. Y'all needed Abby's voice. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, for
sure.
All
right, let's go.
Now, throughout the week, when I was deciding what I wanted to talk about, is one particular thing that kept popping up, and I was like, Abby, I see all the guys that come your way. I see all the guys that come your way, hitting your DMs and everything, and I know some of them been in them DMs for years.
the one that want to take me out the country, the Maldives.
Maldives, bro.
Maldives.
Okay, and I know some of those guys been in your DM for years, and I was looking at Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons, and their story is crazy because the man shot his shot like what? It's been 6-7 years. Down in the DMs came in. I was in high school, bro.
Surely did.
So.
Oh, that was about her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He got the sign. He's like, I want Angela Simmons.
Wow. Simmons. But there's like so many versions of that song.
Okay. And I imagine when you listening to it, how you listen to music, you're not really taking it in. You
just singing, talking shit.
Gotcha. But yeah, that song was about her. And 2022, 7 years later, he finally got her.
Yeah.
They looking like couple goals.
But you know, I follow this blog and I've been seeing that they've been dating for like a while now, but they were just keeping it on the low.
Made it public.
Yeah. And that's good, I guess, you know, manifestation or whatever.
Good things come to those who wait.
That part.
You've ever been in a situation to where you've been waiting for a guy for a long time and he finally came around?
Absolutely not. No.
Because you just get who you want.
Don't ask that stupid.
I wouldn't say that I get who I want, but I just feel like, if I want him right there, you know, if I feel like it's gonna be too much of a hassle, then it's just not for me.
Where's your competitive spirit?
If you gotta choose between me and somebody else, choose the other bitch.
I don't like that. Right
oh, you don't like that?
I don't like that right there.
Oh, you like a competition?
What do you consider a hassle?
Like, if you got too many bitches on your trail, like, I'm not doing that.
Would you consider yourself for someone that has a lot of people on their trail?
Don't give me that look.
Now, when a man says that to you, you got too many niggas coming after you. I know you look at that nigga like.
I've had people say ridiculous stuff like that, but I really don't pay attention on who's in my DM or whatever. I'm pretty sure Angela. I mean, it's Angela. Yeah. Natural, thick, pretty. She's fine as fuck. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with her, and I know she was going through that situation where her baby father passed away or whatever. So I'm pretty sure her head was like not there.
But saying that she had to be in a fucked up situation to be with Yo Gotti?
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying this is the first person that kind of, that she
popped out with.
Yeah, since that situation. So I just feel like it's part of like her, just being healed, whatever. I don't really.
Now, with this is something that you may or may not be able to attest to. I've seen a lot of women say that if you've ever dealt with a guy who's been on your trail for years,
that they're run the other way.
You know that she's in for a ride.
Yeah.
Explain that to me. Explain that philosophy to me.
I really do feel like that's the case. I really do. I really do. I feel like men are so like, okay, I'm gonna get this chick. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get her. They get her, wine and dine her, spoil her, treat her good, and then like I don't know, like y'all just switch. Like it's weird. Y'all become the devil. I don't know. Once y'all feel like y'all are done and get what you want out of the bitch, like that's it. It's over with. That sweet.
Nigga, how that sound?
Yeah.
Like bullshit.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Of course it would sound like bullshit to you.
This is what I
You
think.
give me vibes that you do shit like that.
Yeah, he just gives you that like fake nigga vibes. Like,
Yeah, he do.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
I don't know.
yeah.
I'm a good guy.
Okay, that's what they all say.
But what I think is, in my dog's defense, whoever them dogs is, right?
Uh-huh.
I feel like a guy can spend that time pursuing a woman. You get her, and even like
She ain't shit.
you know what was coming up to be.
Honestly, I feel like that has happened to me before.
You're not what was advertised.
I really do feel like, it could be a case of that. Like, I feel like that's I feel like that's falling in love with what you see on social media. Like, these, because it's happened to me with friendships. Like, you link up with a bitch from social media. Y'all are friends. Y'all are kicking it. It's somebody that you've been wanting to kick it with for a while, whatever, do business together, have them advertise your business, whatever you got going on. And then you hang out with the bitch and it's just like, wow, this bitch is really a bum. Like, oh my God, she's weird. Like, so I feel like it kind of relates to that. Like, once you get the person that you've been wanting to deal with or be with or whatever, they just, I don't know. Because people don't post like when they're broke.
Yeah, the low moments.
People don't post when, that they got anger issues, that they're bipolar, that, that they got all of this shit going on. And then you get them and then, you start opening up to somebody. Yeah, I just feel like it's people falling in love with what they see on Instagram.
True.
So, piggybacking off of that, and my point of, sometimes what you see is not what you get. At what point do women, because it can't be just everybody, as soon as a guy, finally gets you, he just start acting different. I'm like, come on, like, you gotta be like some type of realization, like, maybe I'm not shit. Or maybe I'm not as, maybe I'll put on a persona. I mean, I'm just saying,
I've had that moment where I was like, maybe I am the problem. But then, I wake up and then I'm like,
oh, okay. Have you experienced a guy, like, coming after you, you finally give him the chance, like, it's been years, like, okay, you can get this date now, and it's been a disaster?
Yeah.
Happened, like, several times type stuff?
No, just like once or twice.
Does it, like, stop after that first date, or, like, you kind of...
Oh, yeah. One thing about me, I'm very, like, that first date, you got to give it your all. You know how people say the first time you sleep with somebody, like, is your audition? For me, the first date. The first time we go out, the first time we're in public, in a public setting together, you have to make sure, like, and I'm not saying, like, oh, like, you got to be, like, 1,000 or you got to be, like, this perfect person. But once I see, like, them red flags, or once you start saying shit or doing weird-ass shit at the dinner table or whatever the hell we doing, baby, you could kiss date number 2 goodbye. I'm not even going to waste my time.
I was about to say something, but I don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah, say what you got to say.
I think I know what you're talking about, too.
I'm an open book, baby. What's up?
One of my dogs that was in your DM still waiting on their second date.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wait, what?
That's tough.
I don't know, but...
Yo, pull up the Instagram or something. Who are you talking about?
Bro, who said he's still waiting on his second date?
Oh. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Been a whole year.
Yeah, it has been a whole year.
You ain't shit.
Yeah.
Is the second date coming anytime soon? Okay.
I thought about it, actually. I thought about it, but then I remembered why I didn't give him the first date in the second date in the first place.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
It was just... I wish him the best of luck, and I hope he finds... He's a handsome young man.
Once they say they wishing you the best of luck...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He is a handsome young man, but Abby is just not the one for him.
When should a guy give up? Because we've been talking about pursuing for years and everything like that. I see women be like, what happened, Jody? Give up immediately?
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I feel like once you're talking to yourself in our thread, Instagram, iMessage, whatever thread we got, once your side is the only one with any action or activity going on, just give up.
About 9 blues, 4 blues messages, like how many blues does it like?
Bro, honestly, me, after I text you the second time with no reply, that's it.
I ain't gonna lie.
It.
I didn't see some comeback wins. I done see some comeback wins.
You think so?
I done see some like it looking like a blowout.
I don't know. Not with me though. I'm not with me. Like, leave me alone. Seriously. The other day I went on Twitter and I was like, I hate when people call my phone. It's because somebody literally was not getting a reply via text or DM or Facebook Messenger, so they resulted to calling me.
That's stalking. I'm talking about
when I tweeted today, I hate being stalked. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah, if you hitting Facebook Messenger, Twitter.
Once you go to Facebook,
Instagram,
like, be for real, man. My family
phone number. That's
like,
stalking.
once you gotta message me on, I only use Facebook for my family, man. Like in Puerto Rico, like come on, man. It's a sad case for.
So you never had a guy that just been blowing your DMs, and you just been like ignoring him, or maybe you was not attracted to him, and then one day out the blue you look at him and be like, something about you a little different.
My dog got his money up.
Something about him different.
He walk a little different, pocket a little heavier.
And, you know.
You know something.
And he just magically start looking more attractive to you. And then you give him that chance.
It's happened. I'll tell you right now, it's happened to me. And I don't know if it was the money. I don't know. Because I'll never flat out ask somebody, oh, like, you got money? You broke? What you got going on? Your pocket's touching? I don't do that. I kind of, just peep the scene out. But it's definitely happened to me before. Like somebody who, might have replied to my story a few times or whatever the case is, or I'll send a little comment back. And I'll go on their page one day and be like, this bitch ugly. And then I'll go back another day and be like, I don't know, man. He ain't too ugly today.
What about blocking? Like once you block somebody, is it done? Like you ever block somebody and still wanting them to hit you up?
Of course.
Y'all crazy as fuck.
Yeah. I've definitely You've never blocked somebody and been like, oh, I hope that she hits me up, or
no, I'm a man.
Let me unblock her. No, I'm a man. I've seen some. Never mind.
I'm not saying I've never blocked nobody, even though that's very, very rare. But I'm not blocking nobody, wanting them to go out their way to email me.
I did that recently.
Type of feminine
What's the
energy
email?
is that?
Show up at my house with a boombox, like dancing like Marion and Icebox or something. Like, damn, where the people that do shit like that at?
In the movies, where you saw them? What the fuck? Ain't got time for that. What you got going on?
Get me out of here.
What the fuck?
I know my soulmate is not empowered with these type of men. Fuck. Yeah. People feel like a couple DMs is applying pressure. Be for real. Show me a dance routine or some shit. The fuck?
The fuck she got going on?
He said the movie.
When she watching shit, that shit is not happening.
Oh shit! All right.
I mean, but granted, I got homegirls. I got a lot of homegirls to where niggas, like you said, like it's been years they've been on women's trail, and I ain't gonna lie. As a guy, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna. It's women, and for some reason, like not to say like you could be actively pursuing, but you gonna shoot your shot. At least once a year.
So you feel like because of your Gotti situation, be consistent. Your time will come.
I mean, it definitely shows never give up.
I told y'all my situation before we started the show. So never give up.
I feel like shooting your shot 2 times a year, 1 time a year, ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you on some like every day, weekly, like nah, that's stalking. Multiple acts. Yeah, nah, you tripping. But, okay.
Okay.
I feel that.
Okay.
I feel that.
Yo Gotti starting trends or whatever.
What else been going on? Brother Love, Diddy. He recently just had a newborn.
Big bro. Big tour.
That's big bro?
Yeah, the big bro.
Oh, okay.
No, he's a hardworking man. He made, what I'm saying? He made a living for himself.
I'm pretty sure that's not why people look up to him, but okay.
I don't know about that. I'm talking about me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What is he, about 50 now?
Yeah, about 51, 52.
51, 52, just got a newborn. Some people say, even though it's not technically the case, he had a side chick on his side chicks. Side chick being on the side chicks. Even though I don't consider Young Miami a side chick.
I don't, and he clearly doesn't either. He went fucking public and said it.
That's his shoddy walk.
Yeah.
He said what he said. And don't let him repeat it.
Period.
You ever met somebody shoddy walk before?
No, this is about Young Miami and Diddy.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
What you even like?
I'm taking shoddy walk applications, by the way.
Oh, are you? You better be ready to spend that check.
I'm not taking shoddy walk applications, by the way. The fuck? The fuck?
Come on now. I don't think nobody could do that like Diddy.
Now, Megan had a question in regard to this situation. You You
No, go ahead.
No. Let him ask the question. He's too quiet.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah. What's the question?
Dang. All right. Now I was saying, like, does the amount of money that you make allow a woman to like handle certain shit, like take certain shit from you?
I do.
For instance, right? Let's say you were the guy that made $200,000, and he say, "Don't go out tonight." But let's say you were the guy that make $50,000. He say, "Don't go out tonight." It may sound different when you know when it gets said in your ear. You think you believe to that? Like, there's any truth to that, or?
I do. I do believe that. I do, and it's obviously based off of stuff I've seen in the past. I do feel like the more a man does for you, I feel like it gives him more leverage to control you and allow you to do certain things. Like, you know. I do feel like money talks a lot. And I feel like if you just sitting there letting the man do everything, even if you still go to work and you just get to keep your bread, but he pays for everything else in the house, I still feel like, you know, I've seen women sit out certain things or not being able to wear certain things just because there's a man in the house paying all the bills, which I feel like is so stupid.
Now, on the flip side to it, though, I must admit, recently in the news...
You feel like it's stupid?
It is stupid.
What's stupid about it?
You mean to tell me because you paying all the bills in the house, I got to listen to everything you say?
Or you can pay bills.
I mean, shit, I'd rather pay bills, to be honest. I'd much rather do that. I get to live my life still? Yeah.
You acting like he got you like tied up or something.
So what is some things?
Yeah, but then you don't understand, like, what if I do go out against his wishes? Then he might beat my ass. Now that's a whole different situation.
So what are some things that a guy could restrict Abby to where you feel like you're not living your life anymore?
What do you mean? Like
as far as like, what are some things, quote unquote, a guy could take away from you to where you feel like you won't be having fun in your life, you won't be, you know, living your life like in, you know, enjoying it.
I ain't gonna lie, like telling me to delete my social media only because of what I'm trying to do. I feel like if you know, and this actually I feel like did recently happen to me. I feel like me being so out and being so like open and, you know, I go out a lot to market myself, to promote myself, like, you know, to try to get on shows, tell people like, you know, what I do and stuff like that. So I feel like you telling me to delete my social media, like, why would you do that when you know like my money's coming from that?
I got you covered with the money.
Know what you need it for.
Matter of fact,
that's toxic.
Matter of fact, I'll open an account. And, you know, put some money in the account for you.
And what, I'm supposed to just stay home and be a vegetable? And be your sex doll? Because that's basically all we're going to do.
I mean, you don't have to stay home. You can go shopping.
You can. Definitely could go shopping.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like mentally I'll go crazy.
I feel like I'm selling her. I'm feeling like a few more tweaks to the content. We got to lock down.
It sounds dope for real, but I feel like I'll really go crazy. Like I feel like me personally, I will go crazy. If all I could do is go shopping and I can't go.
Nah, you could do way more than that. Join a book club. You know what I'm saying? Go volunteer at the shelter. You know what I'm saying? You could do multiple things. That's straight. And you got an allowance?
I mean,
yeah, you liking it.
I don't have to cross that bridge if I ever get there.
I've seen women get married to where they aren't able to go on girl trips anymore.
Yeah,
without their husband being there.
Yeah, I've heard that happen. I feel like that's weird.
That's weird. That's overkill.
I feel like that's weird. Like, let your woman be a woman. Let her enjoy her time out.
What if your wife's friends are all single and she's the only married one in the crew? Is that still weird, you think, to not allow her to go?
No, I feel like what you eat don't make me shit. Like, birds of a feather do not flock together.
That's the fuck they do.
No, they don't.
They do some cocoon at least or some shit. I don't know.
They don't. I don't know. They don't. I feel like it is strange for men to. I feel like that's just a controlling thing.
Controlling thing?
Just you trying to be controlling.
On the flip side, though, recently in the news, Gabrielle Union did come out and say that when she was married in her first marriage, that she was paying all the bills and she felt like she was in complete control.
That shit got me mad.
Yeah, but did you guys read? Apparently, he was cheating on her too.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So
they said that he was like being like verbally abusive and cheating on her.
Cheat on that bitch too. What you talking
about? Why were you mad?
Because I was reading some comments, right, and it was like,
not the comments.
The comments read the comments every time. And I'm like, bro, she said she was paying the bills, et cetera, and she felt like she was entitled, whatever, to do whatever she wanted to do. But if a nigga say that, and I pay all the bills, and I feel like I'm entitled to do what I want to do, I'm all type of, you feel me, all type of fuck niggas and all that. So why got to be a double standard? Like why we both can't be on the same playing field? If I pay all the bills, I do what I want. You pay all the bills, you do what you want. But don't do what you want. But you know. You get what I mean?
I feel you. There is a lot of double standards in relationships, though. I'll agree to that.
I mean, some of them is deserving. Like I think whatever. But that shit got me mad. I'm like, bro, let that nigga have said that shit. He would have been dragged to this day.
So what about you as a nigga? Like, if a female makes a substantial amount of more money than you, you think that you should shut up about certain stuff?
No.
So, you with a girl, not to say that she paying all the bills, but she make a lot more money than you. Okay. She get home at 5 a.m. You gonna say something about it?
I have my head beat between the washer and dryer and shit like that.
Get home. It's only 2 things that's open from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning.
Legs and Waffle House.
Exactly. She came from the office.
Yeah, the office. The club.
Yeah, but the club.
What's open over there? Legs,
nigga. The kitchen ain't even open at 5 a.m.
Definitely not.
So you gonna say something?
Yeah, of course.
But she make way more money than you.
What they gotta do with me?
What if she hit you with the nigga, who you trying to dictate to?
I mean, if that's the case, then...
I'm alive. If shorty's coming home at 5 o'clock in the morning from the office...
So you feel like that's overkill? That's where you draw the line.
If she was out for girls' night, okay, you feel me? But at the office?
Girls' night? 5 a.m. in the morning?
I've done it. I do girls' night and come home at 7 in the morning.
In relationships?
I haven't been in a relationship in a while.
That's what we talking about.
I think the latest I've came home in a relationship was probably 4:30, and that was probably the last time I came home at that time in a relationship.
You got cursed out? Mm-hmm.
Is the curse
real
out
bad?
Is the curse out understandable to you though, or you feel like it was overdoing?
Nah, he was right. He was right.
He was right.
I was tripping. I was dead ass tripping. Because I came in drunk, stumbling all over the place. So
what about you as a woman? If you end up making more money than your man, do you feel like certain stuff he shouldn't mention? Like coming home at 4:30 a.m.? Like you're entitled to do that? Is that how you think, or?
I just feel like it's a trust thing at this point. You just gotta trust them. Communicate. If you out at 5 o'clock in the morning and I text you at 4:30, where you at? I feel like if you take too long to text back, then because I'm constantly checking my phone in the club. I don't give a fuck. I'm always texting my phone. I'm always checking my phone. So I feel like if I'm in a relationship with you and you out till 4:30 in the morning and I text you at 4 o'clock, hey, you okay? And I don't get no text back, but you walking in the door at 4:30, almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, baby, it's up.
Yeah, I be gonna go back to her old self.
Yeah, for sure.
Start putting hands on people.
Because why you ain't text me back? But you strolling in the house like ain't shit wrong. Get your ass back outside.
It square up? It square up?
Nah, you gonna sleep in your car. And then when you wake up, then we gonna square up.
Who's sleeping in the car?
Megan got to tell you about that too. Make it believe. If it's his house, he don't do that sleep on the couch.
If you that mad, you gonna sleep on the couch. Crazy as hell.
If she that mad, she go sleep.
You sleep on the sleep in the car.
Sleep with me.
That's fine, but I'm not leaving the bed. So who leaving the bed?
Okay. Just like getting in the house. One thing about me, I'm real quick to change them locks.
I call the cops so quick. It's an intruder.
Oh, you one of those?
It's an intruder.
Ooh, nigga. Ooh.
I mean, speaking of that, is calling the cops on someone an automatic deal breaker?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I feel like once you do that, there's no turning back. You basically wishing death on me.
Because recently, Devontae Davis, him and his baby mama got into a situation, and she called the cops on him. At that point, 2 weeks, a week and a half before his big fight?
Yeah, she tripping. And then she went back on social media and lied. And I don't know if she lied, but then she said that she didn't really mean to, that she was exaggerating. And then he had somebody else basically defend him, I was right there.
She put shit on that man's toothbrush.
Yeah,
protect black man.
Protect black men.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm siding with him on this. I feel like she was doing too much.
We gotta protect us.
But I did hear that he was abusive. I heard he had little man syndrome. So
I don't know if it's little man syndrome, boxing syndrome. I ain't gonna say he an angel, but putting shit on somebody's toothbrush. You're not afraid of somebody if you put shit on their toothbrush. That's all I say. If you're afraid of somebody, you ain't gonna size them like that.
Well,
that makes sense, right? You ever been afraid of somebody?
I just told.
Would you put shit on their toothbrush?
The person I was just telling y'all about? Hell no.
Exactly. I rest my case.
Ooh, I'm not even burning that one's clothes.
Tori should have hired me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Let's move on. Lastly, though, I do want to talk about something I've seen a lot of women have been mentioning online. Derrick Jaxn, the self-proclaimed relationship guru who was giving women advice for years.
A hot mess.
Not too long ago, he got caught cheating, to where him and his wife, came together, making it seem like they were going to work through the problems, and she was online defending him, and quoting scriptures, and telling everybody they was going to burn, and all this type of stuff, or, coming for her relationship and marriage. Well, they're filing for divorce now.
Yep.
And Derrick Jaxn popped out with an IG model. And it said the internet to blaze because the way his wife was, she was all covered up.
She was in a pool with a whole dress on. Like, girl, take that off. I know you hot.
And it made women start asking the question, why do men get with women and make them one way, but when they cheat with the total opposite?
I don't know. I feel like it's more so about what a man can get out of you, or if he's looking for something in particular at that time, like maybe some type of financial or something like opportunity for whatever. I feel like that happens. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
No. I definitely get what you mean. I don't know. I think it's a mixture because, on that same note, I've had a woman ask me, if a guy gets with a girl that's slim and chicks with a girl that has like a BBL or somebody who's thick, does that mean that he really doesn't like slim girls?
I feel like
he likes thick women?
I don't know. When I asked my ex why he used to cheat on me, he said, I'm trying to see if I still got it. So I feel like maybe that's, at the time I was like, what the fuck? But now I'm like, okay.
I think with Derrick Jaxn, I think at one point in his life, and maybe still now, who knows, the woman that he wants to marry is that. But I think
the BBL,
the
IG model, his ex-wife.
His ex-wife, the conservative, clothes up and everything. But after a while, you create that monster, and then you start realizing some of the bullshit you've been preaching is what it is, bullshit. Your eyes start to wonder. Like, you took away all the sexiness from your wife.
She's no longer attractive.
She's no longer attractive to you. That's what you wanted, though. But now you look at her and it does nothing for you.
Yeah.
So you go find something
the opposite.
I don't know.
I think that's a sad reality. I think a lot of men get into like that controlling aspect, and the women allow it too.
No, I agree.
The women allow it.
I agree.
You change your whole identity around.
Yeah, I feel like at some point as a woman you have to that is not me. Like, shit, I've had to tell a motherfucker I'm not gonna be in the house 24/7 just because you feel like I need to be in the house 24/7. I'm nobody's fucking maid cooking and cleaning behind a grown ass man. Which I was 21 at the time. The fuck do I look like doing all that?
What about culturally, culture-wise though? Like if you ended up dating a guy maybe who was Muslim or heavy into religion, Christianity-wise.
I feel like at that time I'm not even gonna lie to you. We're all at the age where we should be like, okay, is this something I could really deal with?
Yeah.
I can't deal with a Muslim man. I can't deal with, a man who's accustomed to multiple wives or their wives having to be covered from head to toe. I know right now I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, I'm not. I want my titties out sometimes. I want to wear shorts where my ass cheeks are showing sometimes. When I go out with my friends, I like to wear 6-7 inch heels. I'm not gonna wear fucking flats and joggers and a long sleeve shirt and a hoodie on top of that just because you feel like I need to be covered.
What if you're worth $1 billion?
You see, you bringing money into it. That's different.
But yeah, it is different. But if he's Diddy and he's Muslim, are you gonna put the hijab on?
A Muslim Diddy? I don't know. That's a lot.
I mean, he gotta be Muslim Diddy, but he worth $1 billion. You putting the hijab on? And covering up the titties and taking away the 6 inch.
It's more than just what the. It's more than the money too.
Hey, cool it. You're getting his bag right now. Everybody getting his bag. It's crazy.
It's more than just the money to me, in my opinion. I feel like you have to see, what am I allowed to do?
Okay. He's showing out right now. He's showing out right now.
He on his Jeep. He not even.
He sound like he about to leave right now.
Why he so extra? Okay. But yeah, I just feel like it just comes more so, like, realistically speaking, yeah, like the money would be good. But it's also like, what am I allowed to do? Am I allowed to leave my house? Am I allowed to do this and that? I'm also a sneaky little bitch. So, okay, daddy, I'm going to leave the house covered up from head to toe. Best believe I'm going to have a change of clothes in the car.
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, that's
so disrespectful.
So if you did accept that proposition, it would probably be on something like that type of stuff. I'm going to do what I want to do when you're not looking. Because you think you could be happy in a relationship like that?
No.
Or it would just be strictly for the money at that point?
Yeah, at that point, it would just be for the money.
Okay. So you would stay in a relationship just for the money?
I'd rather stay in a relationship for the money than stay in a relationship because the sex is good. And I feel like nowadays, that's all people do. Stay together because the sex is good. My opinion.
Speaking of as far as people changing their minds or whatever, recently, before we end off, I want to talk about this. Did you see the guy with the oxtails?
Yeah. The oxtail pasta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, because it just happened yesterday. There was a guy, he was making a little oxtail pasta and everything. He was getting right.
It did not look good.
Yeah, it was debatable. Very debatable. But he's a chef. And I guess it was going viral. And then people were like, hold on, this you? And apparently it was a guy who was talking a whole bunch of shit about dark-skinned women for like years. Like, oh, she would look better if she was lighter. It's like, and like saying a whole bunch of stuff. But this is like years ago. I'm not sure how long ago. Probably about 2-3 years ago. He was saying this type of stuff to where it went viral online. Like, everybody was talking about it. Celebrities were talking about it. To where the guy ended up losing his job for the company he was working for as a chef. And a lot of people posed the question because he was saying that throughout the whole time before he lost his job, he was apologizing. He was saying that that's not how I think anymore. That it kind of made people laugh. He was like, cooking changed my life. And nigga was like, this nigga made a pasta and ended up having a whole new philosophy type shit. Like, people was like making jokes and everything. And it raised a question.
Cooking changes life.
This morning, people was like, do you feel like it's lame to get somebody canceled off of their words that were not said directly to you?
No, some people need to get canceled.
Yeah, I get. It's one of those situations where it depends on the circumstances. Like, I feel like you know right from wrong to talk about somebody's skin color or, race, culture.
And I did see a lot of the stuff. It was like, yeah, nigga, you was fried.
He was tripping. I saw some of this stuff.
So years later, you think it should follow him? That
man is like in his mid-30s. Be for real. A tweet from 5 years ago, you don't know that talking about dark-skinned women is not right?
I mean, he said it was wrong.
Okay, just because you admit your wrongs does not mean that it's going to cancel out what you did. No, I feel like he got what he deserved. Like, I'm sorry.
So when will he stop getting what he deserved? When is he allowed? When is he allowed to cook in peace? That's all I want to know.
I don't know, like 10 years from now. Some people just gotta eat that up.
Jody has to walk out. That's what I want to know.
Some people gotta eat that up.
Like I was.
But no, but like in a situation like that's weird. Like you're saying somebody would have done something better if they were lighter color. Like, what the hell that guy do?
Like this, like,
I don't know what was. I can't remember.
Like, he would
what
be
the
like
tweets
it would be like a dark skinned woman. She looks goody. He'll be like, she would look better if she was lighter. Or
and it was about big girls too.
Yeah, the whole bunch of stuff. Or two women standing next to by each other. One is light, one is dark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
the dark girl killed the picture or something.
Like shit. Like it'll be shit like that. Like he was saying like some real fucked up shit.
But is that something to cancel somebody over though? That's opinion.
I mean, granted,
that's their preference.
You're right.
That's their preference.
You're right. But I think
it's unwanted though. It's an unwanted opinion.
It's definitely.
And it's hateful.
It was considered hateful because he compared a lot of pictures, a lot of different people, a lot of stuff. And I just felt like his wording was off. Like his wording was totally off.
Yeah, I mean, wording
plays a big part in all of that.
So my take on it, right? I understand if it was in the moment, like he said he was saying this stuff now. Oh, you got the chef job? I mean, do what y'all do. Get him out of here. But for it to be a couple years and people to get up, I feel like, I don't know. I ain't got that hate in my heart.
It happens to a lot of people.
No, it does.
It happens to Queen Naija.
Happens to celebrities all the time.
Or her, because she's catching wind from things that happened like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Fucking Nipsey Hussle died and people blamed Queen Naija. Like, that's how bad and deep stuff like that can go. Like, I just feel like you gotta eat that. You gotta stand on that.
Forever.
Until whenever social media says. Like, social media plays a big part in a lot of shit these days. Unfortunately. Especially if you're trying to be like an entrepreneur or like
somebody in the spotlight.
Exactly. You gotta be mindful. Like, things like that can happen. If you know you're upcoming in something and you might have some tweets that may backfire, go back, try to find them and delete them.
People be wilding though. People be wilding and sometimes they forget what the fuck they were talking about, and then
they do.
You look, but some people be saying some fucked up shit.
They do, and
I don't think people change that much, bro. People grow. But,
people definitely,
you grow, but certain shit, it's a moral thing at that point.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like that man was tripping. And his oxtail pasta looked nasty. If I ate meat, I would not eat it.
Y'all probably don't like the man. They probably not even that.
No, because I just started.
You say he a chef. You say he a chef.
I don't know if I can pull it up. But,
yeah.
But okay. All right. That's fair.
His pasta did look nasty. What the fuck? I don't eat meat, but oxtail's not supposed to look like that.
Yeah, I don't eat oxtail, so.
I just feel like there is a certain level of like haterism in it. Like, I feel like a lot of people are miserable. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of times when this stuff comes up, people are just looking for the opportunity to like, let's get them. Because I don't see a person who's truly at peace with themselves
doing that,
going out and making a whole campaign to get somebody fired from comments they said 3-4 years ago. Now, granted, the comments were hurtful, distasteful. I ain't even talking about the comments. Like, nigga was tripping. Now, if it was on some like rapey stuff, like some actual like criminal activity stuff, by all means, there ain't no statute of limitations to that.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like, just off of, granted, very unwanted, never should have been said comments, I don't know. I feel like let people.
You just gotta be mindful.
Yeah, you do though. You do though, because I always say that. Like, I try to tell people, especially like being in this like this space of like creatives and artists, and I'd be like, watch what you say, bro. Like, you never know. Like, you talking about this rapper, you never know who gonna have an interest in you, and then they see you said something about them, and that interest is gone.
That's why I'd be very careful with what I say now, because I'm just like, no, I don't want to. Imagine I come across a big opportunity and then they dig up some tweets and bitch, my opportunity came and left.
People lose whole deals in real life based off what they said.
Didn't that just happen to somebody that was supposedly signing to Gucci?
He said something about Takeoff.
Yeah.
And then Gucci was like, shout out to being signed for one day.
Yeah.
So
for being the quickest artist to get signed and lose his deal.
Yeah, exactly. So it happens, man. Well, hey, I mean, it is what it is. Let it be a lesson to all of us to watch what they say. In closing off, I'm real excited about this episode. This is a good episode. I feel like this is a start.
Yeah.
To a good, prosperous year for Vibe with Your Boys.
Nigga, I feel like you beefing with me.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
No, we good. Okay. I was about to say free Daystar.
Free who?
Daystar.
Oh, please. Go, bye. I'm kicking you off your own show.
What?
Bye.
I ain't in it, man. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy, Abby.
Free Daystar!
And we out.
So disrespectful. Abby the coolest.